The Umidigi F2 has recently been leaked. In this video, I'm going to be going over everything that's known so far about the phone, and I'm going to go over some of my predictions about what specifications and features will be making its way over to the device. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Wow, I feel like the Umidigi F1 just came out yesterday, and here we are with the Umidigi F2. Umidigi has been on a roll this year, putting out device after device. The most recent Umidigi device that I've covered on the channel is the Umidigi A5 Pro, and pretty soon I'm going to be getting the Umidigi X. Also in the past, I've reviewed the Umidigi F1 and Umidigi F1 Play. Now those devices have been out for about 6 months now, and with how fast the budget unlocked smartphone market moves, I'm not surprised that we're already hearing about the Umidigi F2. So very recently some marketing materials were leaked regarding the device, and with those leaks, several specifications have been confirmed. The first one, and this is pretty obvious, is that the device will be shipping with Android 10 pre-installed. So you won't be getting it with Pie and then waiting for it to be updated to Android 10. It will have Android 10 right out of the box. The second thing that's been confirmed is that the device will be featuring a hole punch front camera. And that front-facing camera will be featuring a 32 megapixel Samsung GD1 sensor. So I'm expecting very good photo and video quality with that front-facing camera. Hole punch camera cutouts are becoming more and more popular. I remember earlier this year, I was at the Consumer Electronics Show and I saw devices there with hole punch cameras in the display. We've already seen a decent amount of higher-end mid-range phones and flagship devices feature hole punch camera cutouts, with some of the most notable ones being the Samsung Galaxy S10 and Samsung Galaxy Note 10. So it appears that with the Umidigi F2, which is going to be marketed as Umidigi's budget flagship, we are indeed going to be getting a hole punch in the display for the front-facing camera. In addition to that, it looks like we're going to be getting an almost all display front panel, so it's going to have a very good screen to body ratio. Now previously, many of Umidigi's devices that have come out in 2019 have featured teardrop notches, which I'm also a big fan of, but for me personally, I actually prefer the hole punch over the teardrop notch design. I know that many of us would love to see no notch and no hole punch either, and instead have a pop-up camera, but it appears that that's something that is too expensive for Umidigi to implement into the F2. And finally, one of the last things that's been leaked is that the device will feature a 48 megapixel camera on the rear. Now, it's possible that since I've put out this video, even more things have been leaked or even officially revealed by Umidigi, so definitely let me know what else we've learned since I put out this video in the comment section below. Now, after you're finished watching this video, you should definitely follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KevinBreezeTV. I tried to get Kevin Breeze, but it was taken, so I had to stick a TV at the end. So KevinBreezeTV, definitely follow me over there for some amazing content. Now let's go over what I want to see with the Umidigi F2. These are some of the specifications that weren't touched on in the various leaks that have come out so far, and these are realistic predictions that I think the device will get. Of course, I love this phone to have like a Snapdragon 855, but let's be realistic here. More likely, we're going to be getting a MediaTek Helio P70 processor, which is an upgrade from the P60 that was featured in the Umidigi F1. In addition to that, I'm really hoping that we see 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. Of course, I would expect that we're going to get a micro SD card slot in addition to having that internal storage. Now this next one is a big one. Please, Umidigi, please have good camera quality at the launch of the device. I do not want to see update after update come out trying to fix the camera quality or at least improve it. Just get it perfect, get it right on the launch. Because the feedback that I've gotten from the various subscribers on this channel and from my personal experience, it seems like every time Umidigi puts out a device, the camera quality is pretty mediocre on launch. Then everyone complains, and then Umidigi promises that we'll soon see an update improving the camera. which usually happens, but usually takes 3 or 4 updates until we get decent or at least acceptable photo and video quality from their various phones. And this is very disappointing because the hardware itself that Umidigi puts in all of their various devices related to the camera is good hardware. But hardware is only as good as the software. Get the software right first so that when people receive their Umidigi F2 and they open up the box and they're all excited, they're even more excited to see how amazing the photo and video quality is. So I think I made my point with that one. I am a big fan of Umidigi. That's why I'm giving this feedback to them about the cameras. I want to see them succeed, and I know they can do it. Now, in addition to that 48 megapixel rear camera, I would also like to see a wide angle camera. So with the Umidigi A5 Pro, we did get a wide angle camera, which I definitely like. We're also getting a wide angle camera with the Umidigi X, which I'm supposed to be getting pretty soon. But wide angle cameras are not a gimmick. They're actually really great to have and really allow you to take some really nice looking photos in a variety of different photography situations, such as if you're outdoors or maybe you're on vacation and you want to get photos of whatever buildings or scenery you're checking out. Having a wide angle camera is certainly not a gimmick and is definitely a great thing to have. So I really hope the Umidigi F2 does have a wide angle camera. Another thing I'd like to see is wireless charging. Recently, with Umidigi's various phones that have come out, we have not seen wireless charging, so I'm a big fan of that. I use it all the time with my various devices that are compatible with it, and I'd really like to see it with the Umidigi F2. Now, I'm very sure that we're going to see this, but I would definitely like to see a 1080p display with the Umidigi F2, considering that the Umidigi F1 has a 1080p display. Now, I feel like smartphone displays, for the most part, peak at 1080p. For me personally, I don't need a display that's higher resolution than 1080p. So as long as it's a very good looking and clear 1080p display on the Umidigi F2, I'm perfectly happy with that. In fact, they can reuse most of the display technology that was featured on the Umidigi F1 because that display was really awesome. And for the final prediction, this is going to be my price prediction, and I'm predicting that the Umidigi F2 will be available for $229.99. Now, with all these various features, I think that it would be a bargain if it comes through at that price. However, knowing Umidigi, they always manage to get the prices pretty low. So I would not be surprised if the Umidigi F2 ends up coming in at $199, and then maybe later on we'll see a Umidigi F2 Play come in at a little bit more of an expensive price. But if we can get all of these specifications that I've gone over so far in the video at $229.99, I feel like that's going to be an amazing deal, and it's going to make this device a very hot seller. What do you think of the specifications that have been confirmed so far? And what do you think about my wish list of specifications and features that I would like to see the Umidigi F2 have? And Umidigi, if you're watching this, shout out to you guys. You guys are pretty awesome. But definitely stay tuned for more Umidigi coverage on the channel. Definitely looking forward to covering the Umidigi F2. I'm also planning on getting the Umidigi X. I know people are definitely interested in that. And I'm planning on doing more coverage of the Umidigi A5 Pro, including a video showing off the recently improved photo and video quality because they did recently implement yet another software update to really take the cameras of that device to a higher level. But thanks for watching, everybody. This is Kevin here. Again, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KevinBreezeTV, and I will see you in the next video.